Welcome back. It's Australian Cup Day at Flemington. We've also got the Newmarket Handicap at Melbourne's headquarters. And Clint, I think we'll go through the Group 1s, the two Group 1s, shall we? And then come back to any best bets?
Oh, if you'd like to, Nick, yeah, that's fine.
Are you happy with that, or have you got bets in every race? Or?
Mate, I sure show you. You do what you like. All right, what race?
Let's go to race 7, the Dali Australian
race
Cup.
7. All right, let's go to race 7.
The main one.
All right, Green Moon's $4. Glass Harmonium's $9. Mr. Moet $6. Mowingo $9. Foreteller $13. 5.5 star 7. Super Cool 5, and the market says the rest have got none.
There's going to be a lot of pace in this race.
Yeah?
Yep, there's going to be pace in this race. Speaking to Ed Cummings out at Randwick this morning, he said Glenn Boss on 5.5 star will be under instructions to make sure it's a genuine staying test.
Since when Bossy follow instructions?
Well, I think they were pretty dirty on him after that Autumn Classic where he sort of just jogged in front and had plenty of horse left. But it might be a blessing in disguise going into a Group 1 race anyway. And then you've got Robert Hickmont, or you might better be referred to as Lloyd Williams, who's got 3 horses in the race. Given that one of them is the favourite and a Melbourne Cup winner, I'm tipping that there will be a bit of pace from Moraine, who I think in this race a couple of years ago went out pretty hard as well. Was that the Australian Cup I'm thinking of there, Clint?
Might have been the McKinnon. I don't know.
Might have been, I can't remember, but he went out pretty hard. So I'm tipping they're going to run along here. And I think, look, I wanted to back Super Cool at the top of the week at $8.50, and I didn't take the odds. I'm a little bit dirty on that because I'm not sure if $5 is a good price for him against Green Moon, who's a Turnbull Stakes winner. But, yeah, what do you think?
Well, when was the last time Green Moon won at Weight for Age?
I don't think he's won a Weight for Age.
No, he hasn't.
No,
he hasn't. He's had a few goes.
He's had a few goes, mainly in a Cox Plate and a Dardo Tension Nam, where he ran second, pretty close to, who was it to? Happy Trails.
Yeah. Jury's out on me for him, and I didn't think he went that super first up. I thought it was just the run of a stayer. I just sense that this autumn, this whole campaign is just marking time, being set for another Melbourne Cup.
Yep.
I don't want to be near him. He does go well at Flemington. There's no doubt in the world there. His record says that. 6 starts, 3 wins a second, but can't have him. I think Mr. Moe's the horse to beat. He hasn't done a thing wrong in his 2 runs back this preparation. He had no hope last start the way the race the Peter Young was run. They dawdled in it, and he got home hard late. Only got beaten a long neck behind Foreteller. I think in a genuinely run race, he destroyed Foreteller and Rodriguez.
Yep.
Not convinced with the 3-year-olds here. I'm convinced with the 3-year-olds up to the mile. I think they're superior to the older horses.
Yep.
I think All Too Hard's shown that in Melbourne. I think Pierrot could show that if they were to go which I don't think they will, but if they went Canterbury Stakes, George Ryder. I just can't have 5.5 star as a good horse. I'm sorry, but I remember watching him get beaten in plain races at Canterbury, benchmark 68 there about 5 runs ago. Middle Ease.
Yeah.
It's over longer ground, but oh no, I'm just not convinced that the staying 3-year-olds, well, the 5.5 stars and the Super Cools are the best ones out there.
Okay.
So at the price, I can't tumble in there. I found my Wingo, all right. I thought his first up run was excellent. I expected him to be a little bit flat second up off that first up run.
Yep.
But late he was as strong as anything. And I just think from a good draw here, Craig Williams in the saddle, there's none better. Gets the right run. His record at 2000's tops, and I think he's got a really, really good chance. And I think he's great value at $9 because I think him and Mr. Moe are the 2 horses to beat. Myself.
Yep.
That's how I've read it.
Yeah, look, I just found it a bit hard. I'm tipping Super Cool, but I think $5 is a pretty skinny price for him.
Well, I think it represents the lack of depth in the race. It's a thin race.
What's happened is they've just looked at it and gone, well, Miss Green Moon and perhaps Mowingo have got the rest of these covered, with the exception of maybe Glass Harmonium as far as credentials over 2,000 metres go. And if you're not going to go those 2, well then the obvious pick is Super Cool to beat 5.5 star because he gave him a head start and beat him off a slow pace last start. So it's pretty hard to back 5.5 star to beat.
He shouldn't be completely discounted either, Glass Harmonium. This horse that ran second in the McKinnon last year. I think he won it the year before.
Yeah.
And his first up run was pretty good behind All Too Hard.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't discount him. I just can't tumble into horses going from 14 to 2,000.
And he had that operation, hasn't he? Since
he had chips taken out of his knees, and he began the other day. So maybe the chips were the problem. Maybe that was what, you know, that initial drive, ulch.
Yeah, so he might have overcome his starting issues, and if he has, every time he's jumped well over the Flemington 2,000 metres, he's just about one.
Well, he's a horse that needs to dictate, mate, because when he gets behind him, he just wants to over-race and fire up. And
the good thing about him is he can carve out pretty quick early sections. It doesn't matter if someone wants to go with him.
I'm just not convinced about 3-year-olds. And the thing is, at this time of year with 3-year-olds, you know, you get a bit of hype around them. Usually when you get 3-year-olds that are winning coming into these weight for age races, they're always hard in the market. That's just the way it is.
Okay, what about
Mawingo for me.
Mawingo, I'll go Super Cool, but I'm not charging him. I
could be charging it $9, but...
You could, yeah?
Yeah, I think he's on his way about nothing. I reckon he'll be right there.
Okay.